Hi guys, I'm Bernhard. I'm from the Oasis Protocol Foundation. I will talk today about Oasis and like their tooling, Sapphire, and especially ROFL. Who of the audience here knows Oasis already? Okay. Do you know also our ROFL application? Okay. Most know right, some stuff. Yeah. If you know already Oasis, yeah, we are on blockchain. We have a kind of two-layered architecture with a consensus layer and different virtual environments. Especially, we have a confidential EVM. But maybe quick a question back, like why we do actually blockchain. There was also last week in ETHBelgrade, again, a bit spark of discussion if we have to do everything on blockchain. And that's why I want to remember, like, what is the pro and cons actually doing stuff on the blockchain? Like, why we do it? We do it that we have like censorship resistance, that like we have redundant computation, and like also the storage, like auditable, like everything what we do. But like this is also very expensive. Like if you run your archive node from Ethereum, that's like terabytes, like yeah, petabytes in some way. And like it's very slow. Like the finalization for Bitcoin is like an hour. With Ethereum, we have like 12 seconds a block time, but still like the finality is still also a bit longer. It's like an epoch. And we have everything public. Everything you do on Ethereum or any other EVM, like everything is public. Even if you write private variables, you can read the storage. With our technology, we solve some of these cons already. Like we don't have public state. Like our contract state is encrypted. Only contract can read its own storage, and you need actually to write public functions to read private storage from contracts. And we have also instant finality. Like so, like we have 6 seconds block time, which is also already shorter than what Ethereum has, which is obviously still slow if compared to newer blockchain. Stopped. Okay. No worries. Like where you have like with Arbitrum, like 100 milliseconds or what it is nowadays. But yeah, I will come to that, how we actually will solve that. But how we solve like the encryption and like other things is we run our network in TEEs, so everything runs in the black box of TEEs. To have also like the encrypted communication, we also have like special clients for JavaScript, Go, and Python, which help you send encrypted transaction on chain. So like nobody can see what the call data, what you sent on chain. Like this, you have really private communication and also MEV protection. Additionally, we have some additional functionality, like some precompiles, which goes to randomness. You can make encryption, decryption. You can do signing directly on chain. How does this look like? Yeah, we have a library which makes it easy to use, where you can just use Sapphire random or like Sapphire generate signing key pair. On the signing key pair, it's not only like EVM. You can also create key pairs for Polkadot, for Substrate, or like also Bitcoin. You can use the different signing curves and directly generate the C-keying pairs. Like this, you can create private keys for different chains and also sign for different chains, and then can actually then at the end only needed to be broadcasted to execute something on another chain. Yeah, that's here a bit more about the signing also. Sapphire sign, you can then sign with these private keys. And we have also a way yeah, to do gasless transactions with supporting like the EIP 155 signer. Yes. But yeah, but going back to expensive computation, also slow computation. Like, do we actually need to run everything on chain, or is there some other way where we can verifiable compute stuff in another way? Was already also last week mentioned in Prague, like, yeah, why we don't not run everything in TE, like what was someone saying, or like at least run some more stuff in a TE, like we can have verifiable compute in there. And that's what we're doing with ROFL. With ROFL, like you can just run any computation, more or less, like you can put any Docker container, so anything you can put in a Docker container, you can also put in a ROFL app. So like it's back-end, front-end, like AI stuff. You can run, like local llamas in a Docker, so you can run this also in ROFL nodes. Additionally, like you can have access to the internet, so you can pull like for Oracle prices or news, aggregate news in a verifiable way, or like sport results or everything. So like, we can do a lot of actual prediction markets which use sources from news and stuff. You can verifiable compute in our ROFL environment. Additionally, it has a light client to Sapphire. Maybe I'll show you the graphic for here. So you can see the ROFL app runs also in Oasis nodes. So like they run on chain. They have attestations on chain. They run securely the newest security patches, and no ROFL node like which is not up to date or runs some other firmware can actually validate the chain, and also not the ROFL apps. And through the light client, we have also direct communication to Sapphire, so we can validate on chain, like if a call was made from a ROFL app. This helps you, to have like for the ROFL app like your own private keys. This goes in the direction if you want to have your agent have their own keys, and where nobody except like the ROFL app itself can control the keys. You can do this securely with our stack. For the steps, like how you actually ROFL nice Dockers, we have a CLI which makes it very easy. At the end, like you kind of just use Docker Compose to build your app, push it up to an OCR, register the app, init the app, create the app on chain. This is all the apps are also registered on the Sapphire chain. You build your app, which then generates like the .org file, which you either then can push on your own node, or like use also our more or less marketplace we soon have, or already have part of it online, where you can just then deploy via the CLI to one of our test providers. So like we have test TE's nodes for testnet, where you can deploy directly your applications. Yes. I have still some time, so I can maybe go a bit more direct. Like there's a very good quick start we have, like which is very bare bone. It should just show you how you can deploy like ROFL apps. It just goes through the steps, like how you init, how you set secrets, how you deploy the stuff. Like the bare base use cases, like just to connect with a Telegram bot token, where you can send a message to the ROFL app, which can respond and do some on-chain transactions or whatever. As I said before, like the easiest way to start is just to make a Docker Compose. You build the Docker, push it to the OCR, like GitHub or Docker Hub. Then you init ROFL, this Oasis ROFL init. With that, you give it an app name, you create a manifest where you have like actually the resources also in. You have to be careful like how much resources actually your app is using. Like if you're in the standard init will just have like 500 MB and like 500 megabyte storage. You should look like how big your ROFL app will be. So like you can per standard, also like what our standard offer is, like that you can set it to 4 GB RAM, 2 CPUs, and like 10 GB storage. This is probably like the standard which you can put in every app and can deploy with our stuff. With ROFL Create, you will generate the app ID and register your application. For that, you actually need the 100 test token. The 100 test token you should get at the faucet. If you have problems to get stuff on the faucet, please reach out in the Discord and we can send them to you. Additional stuff like you can store secrets. Like one way you can store secrets is like directly on chain, like we are like having it a smart contract. But for the secrets, we actually have another a way where you can just through CLI set secrets. And you can, you can just set them. You cannot read them, as they then encrypted on chain. Then for the Oasis ROFL, like every command you can with a CLI can run also on Apple Silicon without problem, except the ROFL build. There are some needed libraries which you probably only have at the moment on Linux. So like we provide the ROFL dev Docker where you can run the build command also on Apple or Mac OS. It is written in the docs. You will see that. Then for every update or like creation you do with your ROFL app, you have to do the update on chain. It means you need to sign a transaction to really update the enclave IDs, the resources, the fee policy and stuff. And the last thing is ROFL deploy. That's what I said before. You can just deploy directly via the CLI to one of our test servers. The other way would be that you have your own Oasis node running where you can push then your org file. Yes. And then if you deploy it, you can check with the Oasis ROFL machine show. You can see if the machine is running. You can also check in the Oasis Explorer. We have a section where all ROFL apps are shown. Like you see it there also if your ROFL app is active or inactive. You can see there everything. Additionally, at the moment, we don't show logs. So like if you want to logs for your ROFL app ID, please come either to the booth or notice us in the Discord. We will provide you the logs for that. I can quickly show you also how quick actually it is to deploy something on our network. So I provided here a small demo where actually you communicate with Telegram to the ROFL app. The ROFL app runs like a communicator with Telegram, but also a local llama. So like you can make like private inference. You don't have to go to OpenAI or something. You can run it with your local LLM. So that I have provided here. I will start with ROFL init. This will create a ROFL YAML file. Then Oasis ROFL create, which registered this on-chain. So this is a on-chain transaction. Then I will build my, let's first check, like this, let's see, and build the ROFL here, and let's see per default, it will use just a smaller configuration, so I will set it as 4 GB memory, 2 CPUs, and 10 GB of storage. I'll also rename it to be more clear here. Then I will use the special Docker container for Mac OS to build this. This will build the .org file. Then I can set the secret for like the bot token actually. So like I have the bot token, and I will set the secret, and then I will update this on-chain. This will register everything on-chain, but then yeah, the last thing that I have to do is also like deploy this full application. I skipped at the beginning the Docker compose, like what I did already before is like I did the Docker build and push this to the Docker hub. So the point also for that is like if you see in our documentation, like you should not just copy over like the Docker compose files or like copy it over, but like edit for your Docker then as like this is the Docker like in the compose the image. This will be then on the node downloaded. So like that's why also the org files, they don't have like your whole image. They are more or less always the same size. It just has the image inside there, which will then be downloaded to the node. So yet, now is it deploying, and it is deployed. Probably need some time to start now. So as we can see, it is created, but there's no replicas yet, so it's still starting. To show quickly how it looks in the Explorer, we have like if you go back to the main page, like this is our Explorer. If you go down, you see like tokens, and you see also here our ROFL apps. You can go here and view all, and then you can see like the active and inactive ROFL apps. See if it is up yet. Still not up. Dun, dun, dun. I hope that starts. Okay, now it is up. Now it should be also visible here as demo here. So you see here, this ROFL app is active, ETHBelgrade. See the stuff, you see I have a secret. Now I can go in Telegram and actually start. I can, clear here. And start a new conversation. This is now actually the response directly from ROFL. And if I ask here now, as I was doing before, like I can ask like, what can you do in Belgrade at night? This now goes to the ROFL app, makes the local inference with the local llama, and then should give some feedback. I hope so. Seems like demo effect. Yeah, but like that's I deployed it before. I was asking, for example, what model it is, and was answering like it was running the DeepSeek Aran, the small model. Just there, yes. Good. Yeah. Any questions? You can go to the back to presentations. Maybe still quick some. what's next? You can also quick like show like there's a more in-depth, even more in-depth workshop 2-in-1 which we had in ETHDAM. What for building some recommendations like use the Sapphire features with keypair generation, randomness, private storage, and like for the ROFL, like think like private AI inference, like AI agent, games with privacy. You can actually do trustless CK TLS with this stuff, or you can write multi-chain dApps as you can in the ROFL app, like run light clients or like do basic RPC calls to other chains that you can build kind of trustless bridges with that. Think this way. Come to our booth. We have some hacker sheets there, or like I will be there if you need any help. Like really come if you have any questions for using Sapphire or ROFL. There's also ways where we can open ports for you that you can directly communicate. You don't have to go via on-chain or like via like I showed with Telegram. You can actually directly communicate via a port with the ROFL apps. That is at the moment not yet possible via the direct CLI, but we can. You just come to us or write in the Discord. We can open some ports for you. You need to provide us then just the org file, and we will put this on Oasis node. Yes. That would it be. Any questions? Nope. Yeah. Then yes, thank you for coming.